Konnichiwa, everybody! Today, I want to talk about body images. So this is a photo from 4 years ago. And this is a photo from a few months ago. It's a drastic difference. In the course of 4 years doing college, my body changed drastically. I changed my body drastically. But why did I change that? Today I want to talk about why I made those decisions, why I changed them, what were the influences, cultural influences, and lastly, my thoughts on body images between America and Japan. Before you continue the video, push that like button and push that subscribe button and make it subscribed. Let's get into it. Body image is something that our society values a lot. Like when you go out to see your friends, you try to look a particular way that might be influenced by media or movies or your friends or families. Whatever that is, we are constantly aware of how we look. And I had a very particular way when I was in Japan, and I thought I had to be a certain way. So look at this photo. This is a photo from high school, end of high school. I was living in Japan and I was roughly 120 pounds. And that's pretty light for a man, I think, looking in the past from my current point of view. But I remember after soccer, I was a part of a soccer team, and after soccer in the locker room, we take our shirts off and we just make fun of each other how fat we were. That was what I lived through in high school. It's pretty bizarre. Okay, now look at this photo. This is a photo from freshman year in college. I was still influenced by Japanese culture and I had a very particular body image. I remember telling my roommate that I really need to work out. I need to burn that belly fat. But my roommate told me that, dude, you're fine. Chill out. You're pretty skinny. But I was still thinking in the Japanese way, so I thought I was fat in a way. And 3 years later, after I graduated college, I posted this photo on Instagram. And I get a lot of likes, and I noticed that my friends from Japan commented on this photo, saying that I got fat. And I definitely did. I definitely have way more belly fat, more chest fat, and as always, when I get fat, my face gets super round, so that's there. But the biggest change that I experienced was my reaction. I really just didn't care. That's partially because it was intentional that I got fat. But more importantly, it was because my ideas of how the body should look changed drastically over the 3 years. There were different influences now, and I changed my mindset accordingly. I have a different idea of what is fat, what is muscular, what is skinny now, compared to when I was in Japan. But why did I change? What were the influences? And what are the differences between Japan's body image and America's body image? One is acceptance, one is awareness, and lastly, action. First I want to talk about acceptance. So first, I think America has more acceptance compared to Japan to different body types, whether that's very skinny or very fat. There are so many comedians and actors, actresses who use their fatness, for example, to their advantage. And yes, there are people who do that in Japan too. I know several comedians, female comedians, who use their fatness or chubbiness to their advantage, but I think it stops there in Japan. So that idea doesn't really transfers to the public. And also I think America has, as a population, has a variety of different body types. For example, I went to a college where it was normal to be very fit and muscular and toned. Just walking down the street, I see very fit individuals. But I know as a fact that there are people who are 400 pounds, 500 pounds with mostly fat. That's a drastic difference. Also, there's a difference between obesity rates as well. If you look at the obesity rates by country, you can see that America is 17th in the world, and Japan is 185th. So compared to Japan, America is a bit more obese. That means if you have a bigger body, you're gonna be more accepted. My second point is awareness. America has more awareness towards getting big. That means muscular and taking in more protein. When you say main dish in America, it refers to any type of protein. That is beef, chicken, pork, or fish. But when you say main dish in Japan, it refers to carbs, rice, or bread. That's a huge difference if you know anything about diet. One more big difference is taking action and trying to get bigger. In Japan, I was told not to work out, not to make your muscles bigger until you are end of high school or beginning of college, because that will hinder your growth. I should not have listened to them. Still short. What? Anyway, I was told not to work out. But in America, people start working out when they're 13 or 15. I heard recently there are classes in school to make your body bigger. That is weight training. Whether that is deadlifts, squats, bench, they do that in school. That's unthinkable in Japan. I did tennis, basketball, volleyball, and running in class. And after school, for soccer training, there was a gym with weights, but we were not allowed to use that. So that's a huge difference, I think. I don't know about you, but I think that's a big difference. And even in the gym, I see so many girls and guys at the gym, whether that is running or playing basketball or pumping iron. There's so many people at the gym, and the gym is so different. I've never been to a gym in Japan, but I know all the exchange students from Japan. They are completely blown by the gym at my school. So those were 3 reasons why I was okay with my body transformations. America's a bit more accepting towards bigger people. The diet is more focused on protein, and there's more action towards getting bigger, muscle-wise. And that's what I did, practically. I wanted to get big because I knew that I wasn't big enough. I was still skinny, I had no muscle, but when I was in Japan, I thought I had fat. I thought I had muscle, but coming here and studying about the body and just being in the culture, I learned that that was wrong. And that's the point of the video. I'm not trying to say that the American culture is better or Japanese culture is bad, because the Japanese diet is awesome. If you want to be healthy, there's no other country better than that. If you want to be huge and muscular, America is the place. There's so many huge people, it's incredible. I just wanted to show that there are 2 different cultures, and I adapted and changed over the 4 years. If you like this video, push the like button, subscribe, and see you guys next time.